metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia. It's the scene for the Magic, as skilled as they come at the center position. Nikola Vucevic leads the way tonight as they await tip-off at State Farm Arena. Magic, Hawks, and back in a moment for the tip. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Desmond Bane is out there with Anthony Black, and it's Carter in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Hawks, they've got Derek Lively, Okongwu out there with Johnson, and it's Peterson in at the shooting guard position. When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
Pass to Lively. Johnson against Wagner. Back to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Climbing the ladder, going upstairs. Lively, he doesn't have to go far to flush it.
Wagner against Johnson. Now Carter. Black outside. Outside Bane. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Here's Peterson, guarded by Bane. Here's Johnson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And for Jalen Johnson, a long wing type, going inside is always a good play.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the night now.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
The free throw drops for Johnson.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
And so he makes both from the line. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Orlando with the ball. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
That game could have been a lot closer than it was, but they were just too sharp down the stretch.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job closing the door and keeping it out of reach at the end.
And Banchero can score from all 3 levels, and this versatility makes him a dangerous offensive weapon.
Here's Peterson. Great D that time from Bane. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yes, it's good.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now here's Black. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now here's Bane. Defense right on him. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Atlanta with possession here. The Magic making their last shot. To the left side wing. Here's Peterson, guarded by Bane. Peterson, no good.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Lively with the bucket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Black outside. The kick out to Banchero. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Check out that quickness with the hands, Banchero bringing that to the floor tonight.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Peterson. Outside Johnson. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner outside. Pass to Black. Back to Wagner. Banchero outside. Good D by Kangwoo.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
Here's Peterson. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Magic have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Banchero surveys. Kicks it out to Wagner from behind the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero.
Wagner with the right back at you answer on the 3. Pretty impressive right there.
Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Black. The Magic have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. To the middle. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Wagner against Johnson. Pass to Peterson. Lets it fly from 18. It's rebounded by Banchero.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Now here's Black. He's guarded closely. Banchero against Okongwu. Up top, Black. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. Hawks trail by 4. To the right side. Pass to Okongwu. Right wing. Here's Peterson. Orlando with the rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Black outside. Wagner outside for 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Tries again, and Lively with the lay-in. It's good. Lively's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Suggs is checked in for Orlando. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You look at San Antonio, they've risen to third in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed, and they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
Pass to Peterson. Lively with a screen on Bain to the paint. Stolen by Carter. Now here's Bain. Not a lot of room. Now here's Banchero. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Peterson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson with it. Wagner picks him up. Here's Peterson. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Carter.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Lively against Banchero. Pass to Carter. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got 3 assists tonight.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Peterson. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And with that length and athleticism, Johnson is always a lob threat.
Now here's Suggs. No points yet. Carter, a screen on Okongwu. Banchero finds Carter. That one goes in.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Orlando with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Banchero. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Back to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Loose ball. Loose ball. Go the other way.
And the Magic making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Orlando has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Noel out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Johnson, and it's Peterson in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Back to Black. Wagner outside. Picked by Vucevic. And it's Wagner missing. The Hawks leading. Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late. And that's how you become a clutch performer.
Peterson, no good. For Orlando, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Black outside. Wagner outside. Pass to De Silva. The Magic need to put one up here. From deep, Bain. And no good. Atlanta's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thanks, B.A. Even though it's still early in the season, the Miami Heat front office is getting things done. They bring in a big man in Bobby Portis to provide some offensive firepower. His range stretches out beyond the arc, and he's not just a finesse big. Portis is more than willing to scrap it out inside and trade some paint.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
Now here's Lively. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Da Silva with the bucket. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Johnson. Pass to Newell. There's the drive. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Bain. And here's Black. No made baskets yet. Back to Bain. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Newell pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
That one doesn't drop. Orlando leading. Over to the wing. Inside. Here's Vucevic. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Kongu's checked in for Atlanta. Then for Orlando, Banchero's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. And Suggs is subbed in for Desmond Bane. Hawks trail by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Guys, back to you.
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. Here's Banchero. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago.
When he attacks the rim like that, Paolo Banchero, there's no stopping.
Pass to Peterson. Screen by Lively. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Up top, Banchero. Back to Wagner. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. De Silva's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him.
Pass to Peterson, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets.
And for that game against the Pacers, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Now here's Suggs. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Wagner. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Here's Banchero. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
Look, you can't forget the fact that Banchero averaged 20 as a rookie. We've seen him have lots of big scoring nights, and there's more to come for sure.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Batase's checked in for De Silva. And the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. You look at Okongwu, topping the chart with his efficiency. And of course, Derek Lively, also someone who shoots it at a high clip, top 5 in the association.
Each of these two have been awesome offensively during the last month. Both great options from the floor.
Can they get it?
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Orlando. And that one misses. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Down low. It's hauled in by Black.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
The three from Suggs. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You can see Suggs' confidence growing over time with every 3 that he makes. Keep shooting them, Jalen. Keep shooting them.
Here's Peterson. Coming off a 31-point game against Sacramento. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Anthony Black.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Bain comes in for Suggs. Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressive. Out there.
Black outside. Outside Bain. Takes the 3. Rebound Atlanta. And they've been quite the story in the NBA this season. Stringing together 22 wins in a row and looking for more.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history when you talk about winning streaks. I mean, these kind of streaks did not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now. He's having trouble getting anything to go right now. To
the inside. Here's Okongwu. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Banchero. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Carter, good. Carter's got 10.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Hawks trail by 10. A minute 6 left in the second quarter. Pass to Lively. Johnson against Wagner. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Banchero. Wagner inside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 5 assists in the game. There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Peterson. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Carter. And they're on the run. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
And that one falls for Carter. Good on both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's 14 seconds left in the second period. Missed inside. And so it's Orlando, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in.